Hello, everyone. Welcome, Kathleen, Edith, Lauren. Hello. Oh my God, I'm so happy. And I'm so nervous. So nervous. You can't imagine. So glad to see you all there. My God.
Hello,
Wait.
welcome, Kathleen.
Okay, now I'm here. I'm just mute my own voice. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm going to change my cam. Hi. Hello. How are you? I can't believe doing this in English. I'm very used to do these lessons in these classes in with my Spanish speaking spoken with my Spanish students, but I have never ever done a live class in English. So you are my first ones. Okay, how are you doing, girls? Everything all right? Can you listen to me? It's all okay there? Can you see me? Can you listen to me? Please let me know. It's okay. So I'm happy. I think we may have a little bit of delay. From Ohio, USA. My God. I want to go there, Lorraine. Kathleen, yes, I'm here and see. Right, right. So we're going to start right away. I'm going to change my account. Happy to have a new class from you. Thank you. Thank you. This will be a taster. It's good. That's Lorraine. Thank you. It will be a taster. We are going to go very in deep with the class, but it's a taster of what's coming. And at the end of the class, I have a big news for you. If you were in my NIM site, maybe you know I am closing the NIM site, I think in 2 or 3 days. Everything is shutting down right now, and everything will go to my personal page, guadalupebrizuela.com.ar, and my classes, everything is going there. So I'm going to send you an email once this class ends, because I have a big present for you. Okay, so let's stop chatting and start moving my hands. Okay, so this is what I call a study of eyes, or eyes study. Every time I want to improve something in my art, what I do is broke it in little pieces and start working from there, you know. So I really love making faces, you know. So I started thinking, okay, all my portraits usually, or most of my portraits usually, are looking from the front, and they have a similar look in the eyes. So I started making some eye study of different directions and different looks. Okay, so how do I do this? I start just focusing on the eyes. You just need to focus there. I add the noses because I really wanted to do that. And this one is the last one. I think it's the best one I achieved until now. And to make a more realistic eye, I always use a reference picture. If I don't use references, I always tend to do whimsical things, which is okay, but I wanted something more realistic. And you guys need to help me to choose. I don't know if you want to make if you want me to do this kind of look or this one. I don't know which one. I can't decide. Can you help me? I think this one may be better. This one is very similar. It's the same girl I did. You see, it's this one. This one is this one. I'm going to show you how. But I think this one, it would be okay. What do you think? This one? This one called A. And this one is B. Let me know if A or B. So which one is better for you? A or B? I am reading, I am waiting. A or B, A or B, A or B, A or B, A or B. Lorraine says B. Anyone else? Anyone else wants B? Come on, don't be shy. Okay. Lorraine wins. Let's go with B. I don't know if you have a little bit of delay or you are being shy. I don't know. Okay, so it's a good choice. I think this will be great. So B. Okay, 2 B's. We are with the B. Okay, so let me tell you first of all. Hi Mirta, hola Mirta, bienvenida. I have some of my Spanish students over here. Okay, B is the winner. So first of all, let me let you know what I'm doing, what I'm using. I am using a regular paper. I'm not using watercolor paper. It's just a small notebook I have for my sketches and for painting. It's a good paper. It has body, but it isn't a watercolor paper or an acrylic paper. And why I am painting over this? Because I really don't want to make this like a big deal, you know? Sometimes when we start with a big page and with a big plan, it's too much. So I started in a small one. It's like a small notebook. And I am playing here. Okay? Oh, hi, Lodi. Hello. Oh my God. Okay, so I have already applied the background because if not, we were going to lose a lot of time. I'm going to tell you the differences. This one is wash. Here in Argentina, we call it tempera, but it's wash, and it's an ochre yellow wash, and this is acrylic. And both of these have a background of a base of wash too, and this one and these two I made them on acrylics. So, what is the difference between doing this on wash background or on an acrylic background? Well, the big difference is that I am using mostly pencils. You know, I love pencils. If you follow my work, you know I can't live without pencils. So I realized working with acrylics in the background, it makes it, sometimes it will be a little bit tricky because the acrylics may be shiny and slippery, and sometimes the pencils don't work too well. You can save that. Hi, Mavi. Hi. You can save that in 2 ways. One is using transparent gesso, but I know not all of you have a transparent gesso. And the other one is using, for the white sides of the face, using gesso. That are the two options we have. So I assume most of you have acrylics. And thank you, Mary. I'm really excited and very nervous too. So I assume most of you will be working with acrylics. I assume, maybe I'm wrong, that not the gouache isn't very popular. It's very similar to a watercolor, but it's more opaque. And that opaque look, it's great because it gives a small tooth to the paper, to the background. So that works really well. But I'm going to go with the difficult one. I'm going to go with the acrylic background. So what color you can use to the background, whatever you want, because we are going to start covering it. Here I use an orange gouache. Here I use a more it's like an orange with white, and here I use this one. It was an ochre yellow with some green, and this one is green. So you can play with any background color you want. I really want you to play. Don't maybe you can even use black for the background. Okay, so let's start studying and watching. What about the eyes? Remember, we are going to focus only on the eyes. We are not going to focus on all the face. So the first fact that we have here is that the eyes are not in a straight line, They are in a, I have no idea how to say this in English, sorry. Let me see how I say obliquo in English. Thanks God for oblique. Okay, oblique. I have my translator on, so. Okay, I'm here again. So the first fact is we are not going to put both eyes one right in the side of the other. We're going to make this line. So I just use my ruler or any straight thing you have, angle or slant. Thank you, Lorraine. Angle. Okay, so let's go here, and you don't have to be exact, but more or less. So yeah, just this. Let me use again. Pencil color. I'm going to use another thing. I'm not going to use a black pencil, okay? I'm using just color pencils, and I'm just making okay, you can see great. So now that we have the angle of the eyes, I always have my reference picture on my side. I'm going to measure more or less the width of the eyes, and I want to make them big. So let's do this. Okay, I did 3 measures. Remember, between one eye, this will be one, and this will be the second. This will be the second one. Remember, here we need the space of a third eye. And how you can measure this? If you have a compass, I am a mandala artist, so the compass for me is like my right hand. Just you can measure with everything, with every tool you have. And let's see if we have more or less. Yes, it's great. And now I have that measures. I can erase this. Okay. You can also, if you want to make it really realistic, you can go and make your measures in the picture and translate them the paper. Okay. So now we have the placement of the eyes. Now we have to focus on the shape of the eyes, and they have like a small fish shape. So I'm going to start. Remember one thing, I'm not trying to make it exactly the same as the picture, as my reference picture. I am just using the references to achieve the look. Okay, so I have this. So I have a small part over here. I have to try to mimic. The same goes over here. Okay. Please, if you have any questions, you can stop me and I will answer whatever you need. So now I'm going to make the iris, and I love iris to be really in a circular shape, and I am very bad doing freehand circular shapes. So I'm going to use stencil. I'm going to look for the measuring. You can do this with your loose hand, but I want it to do the best I can. Okay. I'm not sure. I need to close this a little more. Let's go here. And now I forget the shape. So let's go here. I want to keep this little bit of white over here. You see, she has some white there, and I want to keep that over there. So I think they will work. Lottie says, very good. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to erase all these now. Okay. Okay, the pupils will be right over here and here. Okay. So now that I have this, I'm going to start with this line. This makes the eye more realistic because we have this wrinkle here, okay? Mavi and the girls, can you help me? How do you say párpado? I can't remember that word. I knew it, but I can't remember. Okay. So you see, they are more realistic. Once I add this wrinkle over here, it's all more realistic. And now I'm going to add the eyebrows, just the lines. And she has big eyebrows. You see? And I like that I start gazing the look, you know? Eyelid. Thank you, Maybe. These are the eyelids. Okay, so let's just place the nose. And how are we going to place the nose? I know the nose. You see, it's the same, a little bit more than the space you have between the two eyes. This is anatomic. I am not making magic over here, okay? This space is the space you need to the top of the nose and a little bit more. So this is the space I have here. So I need this and a little bit more or less over there. And I'm not going to work a lot on her nose, but I just want to place it here. And I think I want to make her nose a little bit longer. Because of course you can choose, you don't have to make her exact. Just place the nose because this will help me to make the white side, the white parts. So I'm going to move my picture now and I'm going to start working with the white. And that's for you to realize. She has here, she has a big light here. The light is coming from here, you know, from my right. So here you will have a lot of white and here not so much. But I'm going to work all the background now with white. So I'm going to apply white over here, 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 a little bit over here, and here. And here will be the challenge thing because I'm going to use my dry brush technique. Which brush do I use? The worst one. The one which is really, really ruined, and that brush you don't like. Okay, I love it. And I'm going to use white gesso. Why I'm not using just acrylic? I can use acrylics, it's okay, but sometimes some acrylics are too shiny and may be difficult to make the pencils to work on top of the acrylic. Do you understand me? Please let me know if you are understanding me, because I think I am doing it very well, but maybe I'm not. Please let me know and be honest. If there is something you are not getting, you are not understanding, please let me know. I just want to improve. That's what I need. So I didn't wet my brush, okay? It's dried, totally dried, and I went and picked some white gesso, and I start scrubbing the gesso. Remember, I have acrylics down there. Thank you, Lauren. So it will work, everything is with, I need my reference over here because I need to know where the lights are going. So this is why you have to use the oldest brush that you have, because we are going to really make the brush suffer. And this is my way of doing this. Of course, there may be lots of ways, but this is how I work on my portraits since ever. Have you, the ones who are over there, have you taken any of my classes in the past? I know, Mary, you have. And I think Catherine too, but I don't know the other ones. I'm not sure. I guess you had, but I'm not sure. And we need this kind of ghost look, ghosty look. So I think that's worked really well too. Long time ago, says David. Do you remember which class did you take? My most popular class was Ghosters. And yes, Ghosters was my most popular, but I have lots of classes. Okay, so you see, we have a ghost look. So Mary says, I do remember the very technique in Ghosters class. I love it. Yes. Yes, it's my favorite technique. Okay, so on the bridge of her nose, I'm going to work more, and over here. The secret here are the circular moves, you know, like this, and scrubbing. So as you can see, it's I study, but I am working on the rest of her face too, because we need this to bring her eyes alive. Okay, so do you know my first class with you was the dog class? It started me on my path of being an artist. I couldn't do a face. Oh my God. I'm so glad to know that was your kick off like an artist. So proud of that. Thank you for letting me know. So now that you see, I haven't wet my brush. My brush is dried and it will remain dry as we did. And now I'm going to use a smaller brush this time with a more square one. And this one, yes, I'm going to It has a little bit of water, just a bit. And I'm going to start adding the white of the eyes. God, I am. Oh, I know what's going on. I have my wrong pair of spectacles. Okay. So it's starting to appear. What do you think? Oh, yes, I see now. I had the wrong pair of spectacles, I think you say. You say. Okay, so, oh my God, I can see now. I'm going to work a bit on her nose. Do you have any doubt, any question you want to make me? We are going to start working. I'm going to a little bit. We're going to see later. Okay. I lost you. Oh my God. Wait, I lost. No. I've lost my chat. Wait a minute, I'm going to. I can't see the chat. I don't know what I did. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, Laura? Stop making a mess. You there? Okay. I can't see the chat. Why? I don't know if it's my laptop. The other. Catherine, I love it so far. I have trouble with nose always. Yes, the nose it's challenging, but don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to. Sorry, I stopped, but I wasn't. I lost the chat for a bit. So I'm going to add color to her eyes. I'm adding a green. I love how greens and reds and oranges work. Okay, so now I'm going to start bringing her eyes, the details. I'm going to use a bit of orange. It's a great exercise for practicing eyes in a small scale. Yes. Lori says, very good class. Thank you, Lori. Yes, it isn't such a small scale, but I am just focusing on the eyes. If I do this in a big page or in a canvas or something like that, I usually tend to start thinking about the paper and this and those. So this is just a practice. I usually, when I want to study something, I just do this in 1 or 2 hours, or no, I never paint 1 hour straight. So some minutes, and I usually paint the background the night before. So I can be sure that it's really bright when I wake up, and then add the details in the morning when I have a good light. So let's focus here. Well, I am just adding the details of the eyes, and let's bring the pupils to light, sorry. I am only working with my color pencils now. I like how she's working. So I'm going to start adding more details, but with my green pencils and with the red one. I try not to use the black pencil, because if I want to achieve this colorful look, I don't have to. I tend not to use the graphite pencil. Okay, so let's start working on the bridge of the nose a bit. And if you watch the reference picture, you see she has a big shadow over here, and another one over here, and another one over here and here. So I'm going to work on that with my pencil, okay? It's an ochre yellow. Okay, so let's work a little bit on her nose. Again, I'm not working too much. The focus is not the nose, but I'm going to work it a little bit. Okay, so she has a nose. John, hi John. I watched the Mario movie. And this is sorry. So for the bridge of the nose, I have a little tip or trick to for you. You can add color, I have just add a lot of color over there. With my eraser, I'm going to erase where I want more light. And this will make the difference. So let's go with the eyebrows. And I'm going to first start working with the red. And then with the green. I keep with my color palette. I just go with that, okay? Maybe I'm going to add some black, but I'm not sure. Oh, that was too much. Okay. So let me see if I can write a little bit over here. No, this is not the right pencil. That was an orange, and I was working with an ochre yellow. You see, you need this shadow like that. And I can also add some other lights with a white pencil. Don't remember the white pencil. It's great. Okay, I am almost. Almost done. I'm going to use a little bit of red to bring the nose. To white. A little bit of blue. The process is magical. Thank you. Yes, I'm sorry. I am a little bit not speaking too much, but I need to focus on this. Yes, it's a process of. I think it's like sculpting. The sculpting. I'm saying it all right. It's like a sculpture, and I feel it's like that. I am modeling the face and bring it to life. This is not her real nose. So you see, her nose is really different, but I'm not going there. I am just making the nose. I feel comfortable because I just don't want her to be without a nose. But if I want to make this kind of nose, I have to make a study. You know, the same I did with the eyes, working with that. I'm trying to go the more realistic I can. Okay, so let's start finishing with the eyes. And now my brush. I want to make her eyes more alive. So let's see what happens if I use a bit of the white. Yes, you see? I have too much white over here. So I'm going to use a little bit of the yellow. And I'm going to show you in a second what I'm going to do over there. And then let's work. The play now, it's all about definition, you know? What? Thank you, Mirta. It's a challenge to do this class in English. It's a challenge, but I am really happy. I thought it would be much more difficult for me. Wow. I don't know why. Oh, again, I lost you. Something is going wrong with my mouse or with my laptop. Every time I use the Zoom, I lose the YouTube page on the chat. And I want to read you because if not, I feel alone. So I have to fix the photos. You see, this one is looking to this side and this one is looking to the other side. So I need to fix that. Okay. This one has to be bigger. Okay. Now it's okay. So I am using a Uniposca black marker. You can use acrylics and a small brush or whatever you want. I always keep, look, we watch the reference picture. Where is it here? The light is on this side, you see? So I'm going to go with that. I used to do another thing, a different thing, but I'm going to go with that. I need this to get dried first. Once this gets dried, I'm going to add the lights. So let's do two things. First, I'm going to go with my dry brush again. And have a little more of white. And here, you see, that's better. I like that. Remember, my brush is still dry, okay? I didn't put it on water. Okay. I think it's better now. So now, yes, my brush is going to water because I have already finished with the dry brush. And let's start with the last lights. Just small touches. Remember, your fingers are the best brushes that you will ever have. So use them. She has a nice light here. And let's do it here. These lights will make all the difference, all the work. I love starting with a color background. Yes, I know it's a little bit more tricky, a little bit more difficult, but for me, I can't start with a white background, really. This is the so first. Okay. Let's go with the eyes. You see, and this is where everything comes to life really, really good. Because the eyes are the window of your soul. So she needs nice lights over there. And I'm going to use a smaller, this is a very, 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 very small brush. You can also use a Uniposta marker, but I'm trying to not to use the markers. Not because I don't like them, but because I love them too much. So sometimes when you love too much a tool, you engage with that and you lose some other skills. Okay, I love eyes. What do you think? You have to be careful with these small brushes because if you let them on the water, they really can get wrong. So a little bit more definition around her eye. And now, just for the final touch, yes, I'm going to use a bit of black. But for the last touches, okay. So let's see the difference. Yes, I I have the eyelashes. I need the eyelashes. Let's have a little bit of black over here. And another difference between this one and this one, if you notice, I did some shading over there, and I'm not going to do it over here. So I'm going to leave it just like this. Okay, so what do you think? Do you like it? Are you going to be brave? And are you going to draw some eyes? These are brown pencil. Okay, so if you need to add more details, just the white pencil and it will give a very nice and unique, grainy texture. It will work, but it works very well. Okay. Love it. I love it. Kathleen, you are so talented. It's work. Kathleen, it's work. I paint every day of my life. Okay, so I'm going to go another right here. So eyelashes. What do you think? Yeah, this will change a lot with the eyelashes. But before you see this, what I did over here, I think I want to do it. Oh my, I've been painting for 1 hour. Beautiful reflection. Thank you, Milta. Yes. So let's look for some color. Of course, I don't have it here. Let me look for the green. I need to make something around the green and so in the meantime, I'm going to tell you what the big surprise for you. As you know, I have tons and tons of classes. And what I did, and I know some of you want to take all my classes. And what I did, I'm going to protect. I'm going to add this down there, so the other pages. Insert it. And I'm trying to do this from my phone, so I don't mess my laptop. So I have lots and lots and lots of classes. And what I did to celebrate that we are working again together is I made 2 packages of classes. And they are, I think they are more than 50% down the regular price. So for a limited time, you can get any of the packages. I divide the classes, some of them, not all, because some classes are not running anymore, but I choose my best ones and I made 2 packages. Watercolor package and a mixed media package. And you can get the classes again less than 15% of the regular price. So it's a big news for you. I know, again, some of you want to take all my classes. So I've made these 2 packages of classes. I'm going to share them with all of you once we finish this. And like it's like she's watching through a small window. So in the classes on the packages, you can learn all my tricks, all my mixed media secrets, and you're going to learn tons of techniques. One of my classes, the Ghost Girls class, I can't believe it has 33 videos. Can you believe I did all that video? I couldn't believe it when I started looking around and said, oh my God. So the packages has hours and hours of classes you can enjoy. And you have a private group too of students. So you can make me any question you need over there. And that was one of the big news. And the other one is that I'm going to offer a class with several studies of eyes, nose, and mouth in the following weeks. You will have an early bird, but that will come in some days. Right now, if you want to keep your paint mojo, okay, you can grab some of the bundles, okay? One perfect hour to go. Thank you, Lorraine. So now I need this to get a little bit dry. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes until this is dry because I want to finish the eyelashes before we go. And while this gets dry, I'm going to show you the packages. I'm going to share with you so you can see what you can continue doing. Okay, so this is my new virtual phone. And you have a watercolor package with these classes: Exploring Watercolor Portraits, Book of Trees, which is a class where you learn how to do a book of, I think it has 6 pages. This is some of the class of the exercises, and Exploring Watercolor Layers. If you click over the classes, you will go to a detail of all the class, and the whole package is this price. And you see it's less than 50% of what you would pay if you buy class 1 by 1. And the other one, my mixed media package, it has Unfallen Angels. In this class, you learn to paint over collage images. It's great, and it has male portraits. Then you have my Ghost Girl class, which is my best class. I have hundreds of people taking that class. So yes, and Draw, Paint, Scribble. Again, if you click over here, it will open. I don't know if you will be able to see. Yes. You see, you go to the class, and there you can see all the details. It's everything over here. And you have a trailer. And so you can choose which one do you want. And at last, but not least, come on. You can do it. Wi-Fi. Okay, here. Each package is this price. The regular price, if you bundle all the classes, is this one, but This is the sale price. And you have a mega package where you have all the classes, the 6 classes. And this is the price of the package. Okay, so you have some of you maybe who are there, maybe you are here, and you have some frequently asked questions over there. So you just need to go here in the menu of the site. You have the detail of the classes, and once you sync up, you will be able to go into the classes. Over here, you will have a password for each class, and once you buy the package, you get the instant access. You get an email where you have the links and you have the password, so you don't have to wait. You can just start drawing and painting right today. All of my classes have drawing and sketching and painting lessons. So you don't need to have any other skills, or you don't need to know how to draw or how to paint. We are going to start from scratch, okay? So let's see if this is right. And let's go with the eyelashes. So, she has more thick eyelashes over here and over here. So I'm going to do a bit of shading over here before you see, the name of the game is eyelashes. Once you add the eyelashes, everything works better. Okay, you see the difference? It's incredible. Okay, so okay, you see, it's a very big difference what eyelashes do. Mirta said it looks like a book. Website in English, says Laura Miller. Yes, I'm going to share with you right now my English. Yes, it's in English. The website is in English, totally in English, of course. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me whenever you need. I'm going to send you an email, but you have the link over there. I have fixed the message. So yes, it's totally me, don't worry. And if you have any doubts, you can, of course, you have a WhatsApp, which is totally in English too. If you ask what you need, I'm going to answer in English, don't worry. I'm going to do my best. Okay, so I like her. Mirta says it looks like a burqa. Yes, maybe, but you can also, because why do I do this? Because I want to focus on this part. You know, if I leave it like this, I don't know, it feels like something is missing over there. And if you give them some context, I think it works better. And you can, for example, I have some idea. You can draw some leaves or some flowers, and it will make her look like she's in the, I don't know, in a jungle or in a garden or something like that. You can be very creative. Okay, so I'm going to go back to me. I'm here. Okay, well, I'm so happy because I was very nervous, but I know I always think that art is a universal language. You know, if we have a pencil or a brush or some paint in our hands, we are going to understand each other. So I hope you really enjoy the class. I hope you really take advantage of the packages I've put for you. I'm going to email this afternoon at Argentinian time. I'm going to email you the packages so you can find them easily. Thank you for being over there. Be aware that the packages have a limited period of time. I don't know if it will be 72 hours or something like that. So if you want to take advantage and start drawing and painting right now, you can do it. Lorraine says art and music are universal. Yes, totally agree. So I really hope you enjoyed the class. It was 1 hour and a bit more, so it's not bad. So the class will remain there. I think 24 or 24 or 82 hours. No, 24 or 48 hours. And then I'm going to put it away. But if you buy some of the bundles, you will some of the packages, you will be able to watch it again. Okay. Thank you, Love. Felicidades por tan lindo resultado. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wish you have a nice Saturday creating and painting, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.